Okay, so today in a nutshell I'll explain to you how and why a tractor has the ability to apply constant load on its implement. Even though its nose might lift up, it lowers the implement, and the tractor figures out that it's pulling too much load and lifts up the lift. So it follows contours in the field according to the load feedback from the lift. And the following is how it works. Fun fact, John Deere are the pioneers for electronic load sensing on the load shaft, which used to be mechanical for the draft control on most tractors. One of the fundamental parts of the tractor is the draft control, which gives it the ability to follow the contours of the land and work specific depths according to the contours of the land. Right, so how this works is you've got an electromagnetic pickup inside here that fits in there. This load shaft is hollow all the way from up there to round about here. Inside that hollow part there is a pin, a long pin, sits way down there, and it goes right to the bottom of the hollow. So what happens is when you flex the shaft, or when you apply pressure to the shaft or bend it or flex it, the pin in the middle stays straight. Let me just show you that. Okay, so now we're going to apply some flex to the shaft. There you go. Notice how the middle part stays still and the shaft flexes around it. Okay, so what that then boils down to is, so basically inside there we've got the hollow in the shaft and the solid pin in the middle. So as soon as we apply flex to the shaft, that's what happens. And then you've got your pickup situated right there. That then gives a reading as to how much the shaft is bending, which gives us a pressure indication. These two shafts are at the bottom of the tractor. They are tied to the draft links. Draft links tie into here. These are solidly fixed onto the rear end of the tractor. So as soon as as the pressure picks up, it will raise the lift a little bit to compensate for the contours of the field. And that's basically that. So, John Deere also uses two variants in their load shafts. In some of the older and smaller tractors, we've got two separate load cells, one on each side. In the newer or bigger tractors, they prefer to use one solid load shaft with flex in it. They mount it here on two spherical bearings, either a pin and a spherical bearing or two spherical bearings. What happens is you've only got one pickup there. The pickup is situated there. You've got your load shaft sitting there on the spherical bearings, or the pin and spherical bearing, and your draft links going towards the back. So as soon as you get draft on your two pins, the shaft will bend. As it's bending, you will get a reading from this pickup here. And that's the other option John Deere uses. They prefer that nowadays on all the newer tractors, and the bigger tractors all have the single load shaft. That's that. Okay, so the angry pixies go from the electromagnetic pickup through this wire into this wire, which then feeds itself somewhere into this wire, or these wires, which then goes to the PCU, basic control unit, for the lift. This computer then decides whether to raise or lower the lift to keep a constant pressure on the load shaft. That's all it boils down to, is to have a constant load on your load shaft. So all the pixies come from the senders, go through here. They also pass through the lift height switch, which is around here somewhere. The lift height switch is also tied into the computer. So this basically just tells us, or tells the tractor, what our preferred load is going to be. The computer takes the reading from the load sensors and maintains a constant load on your draft links. And that gives me more than enough reason to install good quality sound in a 1977 Land Cruiser.